Hello, my friend, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Daily. My name is Aaron Machbitz. So there was a video released on the internet where The Rock was sharing his Mount Rushmore of WWE superstars. And The Rock chose Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and Andre the Giant. Again, this was The Rock's specific picks for WWE superstars for his Mount Rushmore. And so when I think WWE superstars, some of those, names come up of Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair and Andre the Giant. I mean, there's about probably a list of 10, of the greatest WWE superstars of all time. You're thinking those guys, you're thinking Shawn Michaels, Randy Orton, Triple H, Roman Reigns, John Cena, Shawn Michaels, Macho Man Randy Savage, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. You're thinking these are the absolute best performers that WWE has ever had. And I relate it to like a 5-tool player in baseball. That's how you can only be the greatest of all time. In baseball, the greatest of all time is Barry Bonds because he had every tool in the book. He had speed, he had athleticism, power, arm strength, defense, offense, every sort of metric you can be excellent at, Barry Bonds was excellent at. And so when you're looking at the greatest of all time, especially in WWE or in the whole WWE universe, The Rock picked, again, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, and Andre the Giant. When I think of greatest superstar of all time, you got to have the full package. Someone who's, physical, athletic, can put it together in the ring with great matches, can have great matches with anyone at any point in the card at any time in their career, can obviously has charisma and energy and had longevity and drew the fans in and drew money and can talk on the microphone to connect audiences to him. All of these things sort of equate to being a really good WWE superstar. And, I don't really love, The Rock's picks. I think he got most of them wrong, maybe besides Stone Cold Steve Austin. Because when you think Ric Flair, you don't really think WWE. You think NWA is World Heavyweight Champion. Yes, Ric Flair is one of the best to ever do it, and he's one of the most famous to ever do it. But when you think specifically WWE or WWF superstars, Ric Flair doesn't really come into it, and sort of Andre the Giant's not really in there for me. So let's give you the real Mount Rushmore. The real Mount Rushmore, according to me, right? Obviously, it's John Cena at the top, obviously. Now, I know that I'm going to be a little bit biased when it comes to my Mount Rushmore. I stated some of the sort of the characteristics and the qualities that some of these best to ever do it are going to have. Again, longevity, consistency, great matches with anyone. The ability to be amazing as the top guy and with a mid-card title, to maybe to elevate everyone they were in the ring with. Also to be able to convey the story and the emotions in the ring and specifically on the microphone, to have a character that is, exemplifies something that's larger than life, something that people can connect to, right? We're thinking about a 5-tool player that equates to baseball in the WWE ring. I mean, John Bradshaw Layfield said all the time, if you were to create a WWE wrestler from the ground up in a freaking lab, it would be Randy Orton. And I don't disagree with that completely. Randy Orton has been able to go through so many different career evolutions as this young cat going into Evolution, the Legend Killer, rated RKO. Now who he is now is just this consummate pro champion. He's probably going to head into a massive feud with Kevin Owens for WrestleMania. Like, one of the best to ever do it is definitely Randy Orton, and you think about all the skills that he has, right? But John Cena, for me, is the Mount Rushmore of WWE. He represents WWE in his blood. I mean, this year, 2025, is John Cena's farewell tour, right? And we're looking at a guy who's given his heart and soul to WWE for the last 20 years. He's been the top babyface. He is WWE's top babyface forever and always. He's had some of the best championship runs, best title matches, his career evolution in terms of character and who he represents and how honest he is and how good he is on the mic and the different matches he's had with people ranging from CM Punk to Shawn Michaels to Daniel Bryan to Kevin Owens to AJ Styles to Brock Lesnar, to be able to put it together in the ring over and over and over again. So for me, John Cena is number one. And again, this list is biased because it's my preferences, who I love to watch growing up, but also who I think is the best to ever do it. It's sort of a conglomeration of all of those things, and I'd love to argue these points. I'd love to hear your Mount Rushmore, who you think or why I'm wrong, or if you agree with me or whatever the case may be. So it's John Cena, and then you go into Shawn Michaels. The dude is unbelievable. And if he's not in your Mount Rushmore, I think you're just missing the mark on what it looks like to be a WWE superstar. Again, one of the best to ever do it, championship reigns, multiple sort of career evolutions, can have a great match with anyone, You see his charisma shine as a part of DX or a tag team or a singles competitor. Can have great matches with anyone. Maybe two, maybe two of the greatest matches we've ever seen at WrestleMania are Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker. I mean, the storylines, even going into those matches, you knew probably Undertaker, the streak wasn't going to be broken, but you still bought into some disbelief that, oh, Shawn Michaels could potentially do it. I mean, having an amazing match with John Cena at WrestleMania 23, those back-to-back bangers with The Undertaker. Like, if Shawn Michaels isn't in your Mount Rushmore, I think you just missed the mark on watching WWE for all these years. So it's John Cena, it's Shawn Michaels. Now, this one may shock you. Maybe this comes as a personal bias because this is probably my favorite WWE wrestler performer of all time outside of maybe John Cena is Macho Man Randy Savage. This guy is the pinnacle of a 5-tool professional wrestler. Can do it all. Charisma, attitude, look, body, can talk on the microphone, can do it in the ring, can have great matches with anyone, can be the top guy, had consistency and longevity. Macho Man Randy Savage is who every single young professional wrestler should study until their brain falls out about how he did it, how he moved, how he sold, how he reacted, how he emoted, his just his vision, his character, the way he talked on the phone, his moves, his charisma, everything about him. Like Macho Man Randy Savage is who you would build in the lab before Randy Orton got built in the lab, before you could build him. And so it's John Cena, Shawn Michaels, Macho Man Randy Savage, and then my fourth pick, who I just mentioned, is Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton is now in the Mount Rushmore of WWE superstars just based on how long he's been there. He almost has 16 title reigns. Maybe if John Cena gets 17, he'll be the one to get 18. But again, if you build a WWE superstar from the ground up and watch this person mature and evolve over time and just grow into their own as someone who's an absolute professional. Like if you're a babyface and you're watching a comeback, you have to watch Randy Orton's comeback. Dominates the center of the ring, owns his moves, has great charisma and eyes and body language, and you know what's happening. He's emoting. He can sell things. He dives into the story. He has different character arcs. He's gotten better on the mic over the years. He is the fucking guy, and people love him. So it's my Mount Rushmore. Again, maybe a little biased. Would love to argue these points. John Cena, Shawn Michaels, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Randy Orton. And then honorable mentions are like Roman Reigns, are Stone Cold Steve Austin, are The Rock, are Hulk Hogan, right? These are honorable mentions that, Roman Reigns has a couple more years under his belt. Hopefully, he's healthy and he wants to keep doing it. He may be thrown into the Mount Rushmore. But these guys, these four guys, again, maybe biased. I've watched so much of their career. I studied them when I was trying to be a professional wrestler, and I just absolutely love the way they go about it in the ring. And so again, John Cena, Shawn Michaels, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Randy Orton. Let me know what you think in the comments. Argue, make another video disputing my points, whatever it is. I'd love to hear from you. But that's all I have for you today. So cheers, lots of love, and I'll see you next time.